Okay, do you have your green thumb handy? Well, you are going to be out in the yard this weekend. Let's bring in Katie Bishop, Master Gardener with the UT County Extension Office. And Katie, we're so glad that you're here, and I love the setup. You look very official at the desk.
Well, good morning, David. Thank you.
Hey, I love the topic that we're going to talk about because I don't think I have ever even thought about people planting this particular thing in a garden. But you want to talk about garlic this morning. Now, the first question I want to ask you, why is there a difference? And I'm 100% sure I know the answer, but I want to hear why. What is the difference between a garlic that you plant and just one I'm going to go buy in the store? Why shouldn't I just go buy one in the store instead of plant my own?
Well, garlic is a very easy plant. You just put one clove in the ground, and then you get a whole bowl from it at the end of the season. If you buy organic garlic, a lot of the garlic in the stores is sprayed with a suppressant so it doesn't sprout like an onion or a potato bud. The taste, there's so many different varieties of garlic. There's red garlic, white garlic, there's bitter garlic, sweet garlic, garlic. There's lots of different kinds. So you can probably go online and purchase the kind that you really think you would like. But most of the garlic in the store is just a soft neck, generic kind of garlic. Just like there's so many different varieties of tomatoes.
Okay, so real quick, that's very interesting to me because I was one of those who thought that garlic was garlic. And you're saying that typically you go in the store and you buy garlic, or a recipe calls for garlic. There may be a gazillion different kinds that you could manipulate, adjust, put in to maybe adjust the flavor of whatever you're cooking. So
there's sweeter and spicy and all kinds of difference, yes.
So home chefs that like to play around with stuff, this might be a great thing for them to do.
Yes, and if you like to grow organic, this would also be the way to do it.
Yeah, so talk about the different kinds. I know you have a couple of different kinds there on your desk, and you're not even crying. That's onions. Wait a minute, isn't it?
No, what's that?
I said that's onions that makes you, garlic doesn't make you cry, does it? That's just onions.
Well, mostly onions now.
Okay.
I never tried it with peppers, so I don't know.
All right.
So this is hardneck garlic. There's two types. Besides of all the varieties, there's two types. There's soft neck and there's hardneck. Hardneck sends up a flower spore called scape, and that's at the end of the season that will release a lot of little tiny garlic seeds. But the hardneck has this, it's very hard, like a pencil in the middle, and all the cloves around it are one size. And generally you have about 6, on the bigger ones you might have 8 cloves. But you can see just the middle of that is just the neck on it. And then all the cloves are the same size.
And Katie, do me a favor, real quick, while you're doing that, get your husband to tilt the camera down a little bit because I can't see you do it. There we go. Thank you. You did such a good job.
All right, there you go. So all of these cloves are the same size, and it goes around the hard neck in the middle.
That is fascinating.
So you won't get as many, but you get all the big ones. Now the ones in the store are the soft neck. So, and they're in the store because these store better than the hard neck. So this stores much longer. So as you go down on this, this is what you always know at home, because this is probably what you buy. The cloves get smaller and smaller. So you have a large ring on the outside of the bigger ones, and then they get smaller and smaller on the inside without a hard neck in the middle. So those are the two kinds. It's kind of like determinate tomatoes and indeterminate tomatoes, two kinds. But so there's two kinds of garlic, the hard neck and the soft neck.
But even within those, there are a lot of different varieties, right?
And then lots of different varieties according to the taste.
So Katie, what are some, because that's a bulb, that's considered a bulb, I assume, right?
You put this in now, generally probably mid-October is the latest, and all you do to plant garlic is you just take one of these cloves and push it into the ground about 1 to 2 inches and about 8 inches apart. So every 8 inches you can put another one. So if you have a long row, you could probably, an 8-foot row, you could probably put easy, 12 garlic in there. So if you buy one big clove, I wouldn't use the teeny tiny ones in the middle, but use all the bigger ones. And you don't have to pull the paper off or anything. You just shove it into the ground.
Real quick, we only have about a minute left. what are some other things, two questions I have for you, what are some other things that people need to be planting? Because I know bulbs are kind of the thing that you put in the ground now. Give me 15 seconds on that real quick.
Okay, all the leafy greens, collard, kale, mustard, broccoli, cabbage, and then all the root vegetables, turnips, carrots, beets.
I am hungry for healthy food right now. And Katie, also, I know our good friend Tom, you guys do some great classes for the UT County Extension Office. I know Tom has one coming up in October. Tell me real quick what that one's about.
Yes, this is going to be a whole new Master Gardener class, October through January, either Monday night or Tuesday morning. It'll all be on Zoom. You can attend the Zoom meetings and then some labs on the outside. So it'll all be distance and
we've got and we have the dates and the times up on the screen. Call 855-6113 for more information. You can also go to mghc.org to check out information on those classes. Katie, thank you. We'll take a quick break. More after this.